in this game. I've got about 600 hours, I think, so far, and let's get into it. Really, CDDA. Only mod I'm using is the Twitch stats. It'll show my kills and my hours survived. It's not really just a display. It's not a mod that does anything other than, instead of me opening up the journal, show my stats and everything and my characters achievements, it'll just post the kills and hours on the screen so everybody can see it without me having to post it every time somebody asks. It'll just be there. See my progress. All of the professions, that the one that I would suggest, funny enough, cop, is super good, because this right here, nimble, is a cornerstone of this game. Because even though this game is a zombie survival sandbox, and survival is a large part of it, being able to eat, drink, tough out the elements. Combat will destroy you if you do not have competence. So, eventually you have to kill the zombies. You simply have to take out the oncoming hordes. So, nimble is the stat that will do the most of the legwork for your character for you, and it'll help you squeeze out of some really crazy situations the higher you have it. I think 3 and higher, you actually combat move backwards faster than the zombies, so you can conga line and do your whole... The CDDA does not allow you to do multi-hit, so if you have played this game in like Apocalypse or Custom Sandbox and you really like your multi-hit turned on, you're not getting it in CDDA. You don't get to turn any of the sliders or any of the tick any boxes for CDDA. It is a challenge mode that is preset. You change nothing. Very daunting at first, but I promise I will show you how to win. I don't think I'll do a 0 to hero on this one, because that's a whole nother thing. So we'll go with the police officer's really good because of nimble. Aiming and reloading are also good to have. The guns are bad. Okay. Guns are bad. Unless you have a ton of ammo. Because what's going to happen is you're going to shoot guns, make a ridiculous amount of noise, and you're going to summon... It's kind of like hitting Q. You're going to summon zombies from 2 to 3 screens away. Zombies in other cells of the map will come to you, and you have to have the ammo or the weaponry to take them out. Guns are... Unless you have a plan, guns are bad. Park Ranger's not good. Fire Officer is okay. It doesn't cost any points, so that's good. Park Ranger's interesting. I don't recommend it. It doesn't have anything that's gonna really make or break this challenge. Construction Worker's okay. Doesn't cost very much. And you get 3 in short blunt. Short blunt is the most common weapon you'll find in this entire game. And starting with a carpentry boost is really good. Most of these skills, starting with any skill at all, this is the part that matters right here. That goes for any mode. CDDA, Apocalypse, Custom Sandbox, whatever you're doing. Whatever kind of character you want to build, you don't want to build it around the number of skills you have outside of Nimble, because Nimble's crazy and it's slow, no matter how much bonus you have. This matters for most of the, especially things you can't read books for. Weapon skills. Security guard's awful. That's like a challenge within a challenge right there. Night Owl is okay. It's like wakeful and you get up. That's it. Yeah. Carpenter's okay. Carpenter and construction worker are both kind of the same. Carpenter just gets less short blunt, more carpentry. Starting with 3 carpentry means you can shuck out perfect spears from the go. That's really good, but not having a maintenance isn't good. Burglar is pretty much the go-to everybody's first character, pretty much. It's solid. Hotwire and picking window locks is really good. In CDDA, what makes this not as good is most of the vehicles are decayed to the point of useless. You have to repair most of the cars to get them up and going. You might find one parked at a house that's in good condition and you can hotwire it, but for the most part, every car in CDDA, because it's set to 6 months later, is destroyed. That doesn't really, it's not as good as Apocalypse Run or like Custom Sandbox set not 6 months in the future, past the outbreak. This is really the thing here. 100% nimble and 2 nimble, and you give it Gymnast. Give it the 1, you get 125 nimble and light-footed. Super good, super duper good. Just for that, Burglar is worth it. It's the only one that starts with nimble at 2. Chef is completely pointless. It's 4 points. The only thing I can imagine is if you just want to be that guy. You already know all the cooking recipes, and you have cooking 3 at 125% and maintenance at 75%. It's okay. Repairman is super good. Maintenance at 100% is really good. Carpentry is good. Solid. Repairman is a solid first character. Farmer's crap. It's crap. Fisherman's crap. The only argument you can make for Fisherman in CDDA is you start in the wintertime, so you have to have 3 fishing. You can slap Angler on there, I believe. Yep, and get 4 fishing. And you can fish. Which, if you can fish and cook, if you take cook with fish, 6, that's 6. No cooking. Plus 2 cooking gives you a 100% bonus, no cooking. Take cooking and fishing, you're surviving. It's that simple. You'll never be hungry. Find a lake, find a source of water, which on the default map you just run straight to the West Point mansions. Take them over. Set up your fireplace. Good to go. Doctor's crap. Because first aid is crap. Veteran is fun. Cost 8 points. Good luck. You're probably not going to find very many guns in CDDA and much less ammo, especially in the beginning until you get to a city. Yeah, it's not good. Veteran is overrated. But you can do it. I mean, you can play whatever you want. Nurse is okay. It gives you. It's better than doctor because it gives you the 2 points, and you have a first aid and a light-footed. You can stack more stuff onto it. But overall, I mean, unless you just want to play a nurse for aesthetics and for like role play purposes, for stats, it's crap. Lumberjack's a solid starting character. You're probably not going to find very many axes. You're going to be making axes. So without maintenance and carpentry, you're going to be making stone axes until you find a wood axe or a hand axe or a fire axe. And you don't get to choose where you start, so you can't start in Rosewood and hit the fire station and grab an axe. So it's still solid. It's still awesome. But it's not as awesome as the Apocalypse or custom sandbox starts, where you can choose to start in Rosewood and get a fire axe right away. Fitness instructor is a meme. It is hilarious because starting with this much fitness is insane. I think you can take where's oh, you can't take strong or fit with this one because it starts with like what, 8 fitness? Yeah. It's fun. It's very fun. Burger Flipper is a really, really solid. This is the one I like the most. It's relatable because I am a cook in real life. I am a chef, but chef in this game is crap. You get your 2 points. You have cooking 2 at 100% gain. Start with cook. And maintenance. And short blade, which the short blades, excuse me, yawning. Short blades are endurance free. You can use hunting knives forever. You're never gonna go run out of endurance using short blades. I mean, until you. Oh, is it not you? Is it free, or you eventually just like? I don't know. They're insane. Burger Flipper is an awesome starter. And more higher cooking is just better for your what food does for you. Electrician is useless because nothing electrical in this game matters. And in CDDA, power's already out. You're not restoring power. I think electricians start with generator knowledge. I don't think they do. Yes, they do. It says it right there. That's the only boost they get, is you can cut the power back on if you can find gas for generators. But 3 electrical doesn't mean anything. The only thing that matters for that is having mechanic. You can take amateur mechanic, but you still need to get mechanics up to 2 to hotwire. So that's something you can do with electrician. It's an interesting angle. You could definitely get the power back on really quickly with this one. But there's nothing else. Like, you would have to supplement combat somewhere. You're going to be fighting zombies. You're in CDDA is set to insane pop, so it's a ×4 population, and it goes to ×6 on day 28 if you make it that far. It gets crazy. really quickly. Engineer is okay. I don't know that traps and explosives matter in this game. I don't think they do. I don't know if they function. I've never played with them. Metalworker is not good in vanilla. There are a lot of mods that make this really good, but it doesn't matter. And I think it's, yes, 9.6. Nah. Mechanics good, but you don't know. Free mechanics is super, but without having electronic knowledge, you can't do it. I mean, you only need electronics 1. You don't. I think between electrician and mechanics, you either take the generator knowledge and run with it, or hope to find the book and just tinker with taking apart electric stuff, electronics, to get the one electronics that you need, because you need 2 mechanics. I think it's 1 electronics, 2 mechanics to hotwire. So, but cars are whatever. I might meme it and go with a fitness instructor. See what we can do. And I'll show you why I picked these for this particular challenge. Go down the list here. I can take fit. I can max my fitness out. Isn't that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think I'm max fitness with fit. Keen hearing, organized, handy. Okay. It's 57 points. I might have to take fit off of there. So we'll take slow reader, weak stomach, conspicuous, prone to illness, slow healer, points. I don't think I can. I thirst. $32 points. Ay cha cha cha. Take fit off of there. 26. Underweight give you -1 fitness, -6. I still need 10 points. Might. To show off CDDA, I might take off Andy. 8. Thin skin will get you infected dumb fast. Like, you don't want that. Weak is -5 strength. That's insane. What's the other one? Feeble. It's -6. I don't want hearty appetite in CDDA. It's gonna make it crazy. Food is already such a hard thing. Feeble is 6. It's 1993. It just do smoker. Unlucky. Doing roll with it. CDDA instructor. Save it there. Who are we gonna be? Oh, I think I'll go over High Thirst. So you can take this. It's almost free points. You just need to carry 2 bottles of water on you at all times, and water is everywhere, so that's not really a big thing. Low Healer. It's whatever, you just bandage the shit. Conspicuous, you want that because you don't... Stealth is not a thing in this game, so Conspicuous is free points. You just kill the zombies. Pacifist is not as crazy as you think it might be. You just gain less experience from weapons. It doesn't necessarily mean less effective as like damage. Not that much of a damage loss. It's more of a experience cut, but you get bonus experience from other things. So it's not really anything. It's free points, kind of. Prone to illness doesn't really matter, because if it's cold, you're going to get a cold. If it's faster rate of zombie, it doesn't mean you get a higher chance of zombification. Once that thing sets in, it sets in really damn fast, which is good, because then it lets you know. Because you can't change it on CDDA to where you get instant transmission and you just die. Smoker is kind of free points. You just find cigarettes and have a lighter or matches. Unlucky. I don't really like to take this. I would advise not taking this. I took it just to balance out the points, but it's not really going to do that much. It doesn't do as much as you think it might, especially when the loot's already rare. It does change things a lot when the loot is set higher. Changing set it almost nothing anyway. Weak stomach, just don't eat shitty food. Don't eat shitty food and drink shitty water. Just eat clean things, drink clean things. Short-sighted, just wear glasses. Slow reader, doesn't really matter. You're going to take a long time to read anyway. Nutritionist is interesting. It doesn't really do that much, especially if you have a mod that does like minimal display bars or something that shows you how many calories you're going to get from the food once you eat it, and it like pops the bar up and you can count how many calories. You can kind of keep mental notes of what food is good and what food isn't, but Nutritionist is good for people that don't have a lot of hours in the game and haven't really explored all the food options. You can kind of make mental notes for yourself, learn what's good and bad by actually knowing the numbers. But it's not really that. I just took it for the meme of fitness crazy. Cat's eyes, seeing at night, awesome. It gives your cone of vision at night, like instead of a 30 or 20 degree, almost only straight forward and kind of in, like right in front of you. It gives you huge cone of vision in the darkness. It's awesome. It doesn't work in pitch black night settings, but that's not how CDDA is set up. So cat's eyes is good for CDDA. Dexterous looting is faster. It's awesome. You can loot in combat with this thing. 2 points. It's awesome. Outdoorsman. So for this challenge and where you start, specifically for this setup for CDDA, because it's going to start you in the same place every time. You're in the outskirts of Muldra. You're going to have to wade through the wilderness and the rain and the cold. This helps. All of that. It's huge. Outdoorsman is awesome for this challenge. And anywhere where you're going to start in the woods. Right. Brave is kind of... Like, I could take this off and take Unlucky off, which I think I might. I don't want Unlucky. But Brave is good. Brave, less prone to becoming panicked. It's just the more zombies can accumulate before you start to freak out and lose damage. Because super panic, you lose all of your damage. It's good for that, but I'm not going to need to worry about it. It's also really good for like the 16 times population, the max population challenge. It's super good for that, but you're still going to panic. It's just, your panic goes away a little faster. Gymnast, nimble. Always take this. I don't even care what kind of challenge you're doing, unless you're doing an all negative trait challenge or something crazy. Gymnast, you want nimble. You always want nimble. Nimble's insane. Gymnast is like one of the best perks in the entire thing. Fast learner. This counteracts pacifist really well. A lot of extra XP, and it just makes the grind a little less grindy. Really good for that. Keen hearing. I used to never take this because it is 6 points, and 6 points you could probably spend somewhere else. But then I realized how many times you can get snuck up on in buildings and snuck up on at night. It's not going to happen with this. You'll hear them coming. They'll be visible way before they can get in within reach. So keen hearing is pretty much every character needs to have this all the time, unless you're doing some kind of crazy challenge where you're trying to make it obscenely hard. Keen hearing is so good. Organize just makes your bag better. Keen hearing, organized, and gymnast should probably, and dexterous should probably be on every character you ever make. They're just quality of life. You just can't beat it. Alright. Who are we? A good one. Roy Fife. Tyrone. Who are we? A good one. Be something that yells fitness instructor. Ike Fortner, that was a good one. Thaddeus Archibald. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, 35 minutes into the stream, we're going to play the game. If I die, I have my stats saved. I can just roll back into it. Sometimes your house is on so much fire that you literally can't do anything. You just die. F2 pauses, you immediately want to do that. I am okay. I do not have a can opener, but I'm going to take these cans in case I do find a can opener, because that's food. Go around this chair and not catch on fire. First thing you want to do is get to the curtains. Take that. Good one. You're going to remove the curtains. Rip the sheets. You're going to groin damage. You're going to get the hell out of the house. Foggy, not good. That's the first thing is getting out of the house. Find a curtain, rip the curtain, bandage your groin, leave. Don't question it. Do it. Find some here. We got. Pants. Hunting knife. Lock them in there. Grab the hoodie. Wear hood up or hood down, whatever. Padded pants. Wear. Shoes. Sneakers. Got really lucky. Get the hell out of here. We're not 0 to hero, so we have stats. We have a silly amount of fitness. We're going to take full advantage of that. Let him lunge. And then run. Good strategy. They will not bite you as long as you're moving. And you just go. You just run. Crouch running. Faster than actual running when your groin is injured. D to crouch. Shift to run. Get the hell out of dodge. Run, 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 run. You do not have the ability to fight right now, because you don't have a lot of weapons. I got really lucky with the clothes. That's crazy. No, I guess I'm cold because I'm still wet. You can find bath towels to fix that. I didn't take Brave, so I am panicking from everything. Sneezing. I'm attracting all the things. Hopefully the farm's in good condition. Just stopped. Put up. Still soaking. Now we have clothes on. Did it make my clothes wet? No, that's weird. Like I lost my pursuers. I can't see them. Nope, there's one. Thirsty because I have high thirst. High thirst can be a real pain. Watch what time it is. 11 a.m. Still drunk. Just wet. That's good. That's gonna make us once we're not wet anymore, start to warm up. Farm is not burnt down. Two over plug wrench. Camera's good. Welder mask, I can't go with the hood up. Welder masks are good. Got here. Ah, too cold to. Can't act very quickly. I'm so cold. Very annoying. Closed. Kitchen knife. Got in here. Bathroom. Let's see. Nothing. Pencils and erasers are good. Books. There. It could be. Weird. Belt. That's good. You don't start with a belt in CDDA. There's. This is always the first place you want to go. CDDA, this northern farm, like straight up here from the house you start in. Just too good. Unless by some rare chance it's burnt down, and then you're pretty screwed. No matter what. Sleeping town. Good. And tweezers. It's unfortunate. Pull the glass out with my hands. You get the bonus of finding a hoodie and padded pants. Like, that's insanely good. Start for clothes. Nothing in there. No needle. Needle and thread. Get my wound stitched up. That's a can opener. It is. Fish towel. Can dry off. Dried off. We're not cold anymore. I can't do anything about that. Pickles I can eat. Can't think about a rotten steak. Can't eat the pickles. Tells you how much calories are. Fruit cocktail is incredible. Should eat that. Read this magazine. I think this is, yeah, learn how to make and fix fishing rods. Whatever. Cold's going away. Have enough food to last the night. Might be able to get the cold to completely go. Get my temperature up. I do need to bandage. Glass. Bandage back on. not have painkillers. Did have sleeping tablets. There. Upstairs. Ear pain. Without a needle, I have thread, but without a needle, can't do anything about it. I most likely won't at the barn, that's useless. Here, chicken coop, mark this bone for. Mark this as fire, destroyed, not that one. Up here, there's a place I can look for more food. But I really need to make it to a cabin up here. Day one, we're doing pretty good to just... handle the wound. Eat the foods. Cold's gone. Anxious from having. I have smoker, right? I think now I need a cigarette. How's my knife doing? My hunting, not so good. If I go outside, I'm probably gonna get sick immediately. Yeah, it'll go directly to cold, and I'll get my cold back. Still bleeding. The actual bandage will help it stop bleeding faster. I have nothing to disinfect it with, so it's just going to be... It's going to bleed everywhere. There wasn't any kind of event. Zombies in the house. Start to get dark. What was it over here? Metalworking 1. And while my character is reading metalworking, I'm going to go refill my water. And back. Okay. I've returned. Water. Feeling good. Headphones. Need a lot of new things for this computer. It's getting out of date. It's getting worn out. Our slow reader and short-sighted, I think. Yeah, we didn't find any glasses. So we can barely see what's on this thing. We're not illiterate. Close. Illiterate characters are fun. It makes the grind that much worse for everything. Easy. I think that's my final clean bandage. I didn't have anything to put water in. Kettle. Might have to do. I have water to carry with us. Okay, it's bleeding like crazy still. Milk. That's my last food. But at minor pain, I can sleep. So, I don't know how tired I am. Because I don't have my minimal display bars to tell me how close I am to sleepy sleep. That's really what I got it for. It tells you. Character looks. And I'll demonstrate how to get your character to a safe place. Start the CDDA challenge. And then I'll show you my challenge. Because I'm beyond this. This is the vanilla CDDA without doing anything extra to it. Making it any harder than it needs to be. Not that bad. Look. Pigeon knives also are not good weapons. Thing to note. Anxious from not smoking. Smoker is a rough one because if you get scratched, lacerated, or bit, well, if you get bitten, you're dead. But if you get scratched or lacerated, this tricks you into thinking that you're infected. It's hard to tell with smoker until you get queasy, and then you're done. If you get anxious and queasy, you're dead. Just let it go. Reset. feed time up. Drowsy. Should be able to pop the evaporated milk. This thing is like 400 calories. Hunger and thirst. Good. Evaporated milk is good. We'll take a sleeping tablet. We'll rapidly pump up our sleepy time. We can't sleep. We can sleep. Taking a tablet. I'll probably wake up pretty early in the morning. Fill this kettle with water. Clean bandage. Fill kettle. Did not fill the entire kettle. Can't do anything about the infection. 5 a.m. You can head to that side house and look for more food because we have a can opener. So look it all. I don't know if we'll get sick from the cold. I don't know how cold it actually is. But being cold and limping makes combat rough, to say the least. Getting sick. Good. That's where outdoorsman really helps out. Because if you didn't take outdoorsmen, the trees are like razors. They're going to cut you up all the time, every time you touch them. And the cold will make you extremely sick, with prone to illness and not having outdoorsmen. Because outdoorsman fights off the prone to illness chance. You still have a slight chance. Prone to illness is a strong debuff, strong negative. Not getting sick. Warm enough. Body in the house. Nothing in the house. Awesome. That. friend. There's a lot of friends. That's probably bad. Fighting in the trees? Don't do that. Bad. My dude's stuck in the tree, which is funny. There he is. What, he had something stuck in a butter knife. Doesn't. What, he had cigarettes. Oh, there's 4 zombies. Anything in here? Try to fight them. Another problem with short blades, you have to get really close, like almost push close. Dangerously close. Okay, there goes my hunting knife. Got him. Digital watch. Want that. Have the hunting knife. The wristwatch. That. 21 degrees outside. That's awesome that we're not getting sick in this extreme cold. Have any cigarettes? What? Car down here. Car, but I see a dude. Do you have a cigarette? Oh. That's a lot of dudes. Okay, let's equip our hammer. Oh, you have something nice in you. I think it's a machete. It's a cleaver. It's a cleaver. So good. Yep, we'll take the cleaver. I got a cigarette. Why he has any damn cigarettes? Alright. Okay. Looted those. Let's go to our safe zone. Hungry. only food we're gonna find is maybe berries in the woods. Can try to forage for berries and stuff, but usually with there's some. But it's holly berries. Those are poisonous. Do not eat those. Especially with weak stomach, you will die. Instantly bite the dust. Keep looking around for my display bars to see where my stamina is. Find something soon. Highway is always full of friends. When I say full, I mean a whole bunch of them. Usually they're all in large groups. Two. 3. Any cigarettes? Nope. Get lucky and not find a bajillion zombies? Nope. There. Oh, it's a backpack group. That's fortunate. Yeah, it's a survivor group. One nimble and a limp, I am definitely dying to this if I don't. Make a run for it. Plus I'm going to be panicking. Might be able to take some beta blockers and tough it out. I want that pack. Might be able to do it. Hammer's a good weapon, then. That big backpack is crazy good. Did it. In there. Nothing, that's fine. Totally fine. Alright, what else we got? Knife. You got a machete? Hockey stick and a machete. Key to a car. Awful. We had any food? Don't want to press my luck. I go down to how did you think you were gonna? That car is destroyed. Traffic cone? Oh, it's a sign. It's a sign. I do have the key to this car. Another one? No. No. You will not. Nobody has any cigarettes. Oh, fuck that. No cigarettes. Okay. Berries on path. I do not want to take anything over the town. It's not going to happen. I'm going to equip them. Check tag. are so good. Machetes are so damn. Glasses. Go along the road and find some berries to eat. I haven't found that many other uses for foraging other than finding berries, which I did find 2 stacks of them. That's good. When you're hungry, you find more berries. They're stale, they're going to give me a little bit of unhappiness. I don't care, I'm starving. Or battery on a bottle. I would rather have the bottle than the kettle. The kettle's super heavy. Batteries are cool to have around, but it doesn't have anything remaining, so hell with you. We're going to go to the radio tower. A good place to refill your water, search for little things. I think you can possibly find books there, but it's super rare. You can find food there, but it's also super rare. Depressed is not a good thing to have, but nothing I can do about it right now. I'd be depressed too if I was the last person living in the zombie apocalypse, especially if I was a very upbeat fitness instructor that had lived most of my life in the grandness of just running and teaching people how to be fit. I would be pretty depressed. Situation. I also clean my shower. Doesn't really matter that much. It just stops it from bleeding faster. I think it might increase the healing. Rate, but not by much. It's not enough for it to matter. Still a slow healer. a deep wound without stitches, without some kind of fix to it. It's gonna take forever to heal. Radio tower. Crossword map. Book. I can read the book. Fix my happiness. And my stress for temporarily. Stress, boredom, and unhappiness. These books are incredible. But I still need to find cigarettes. Boredom and stress. It's going to keep coming back until I smoke. I think there can be cigarettes in here. Got it. A little sad now, which is good. Bandages. Check for toilet zombies. No toilet zombies. Normally just office supplies here. And you can sleep, benches and stuff. This character got a much friendlier start because they're not 0 to hero. I got pretty lucky on that bag too. Now I'm going to use the walk to command GTFO. Go to my wood cabin. Very far this way. Find this path right here. north of the whatever cardinal direction this is, up from the radio station, and you follow this path. Take it to where it ends, kind of. Usually no zombies in the wood. Go this way. You can turn time up pretty safely out here. A little bit this way. There can be camp spawns, but I have never seen one in part of the world. Good. Yep, there's the well. Went a little bit. There can be zombies in. Knock on the door. They're in here. I'll bust out. Trowel and a wrench. We'll take that. Needle. Book. Propane torch. Oh yeah, I've never seen that spawn here. Radio off. Army radio. I think you can. It doesn't have. Oh, it only has the army channel. I think that's the one that has like the distress signals. Can't sleep without taking sleeping aid. Band-aid. This is the first major step of CDDA survival, is getting to this, what I recommend anyway, getting to this cabin, which is from the end of the road. You don't even have to stop here, like, or you can like use the end of the road as like reference and just go directly up from that. This is a logging cabin, a logging box, freight box. Usually planks in there. Sometimes there's a zombie in there. I like to put this as a place you can cook because it has a wood burning stove, an ancient. What am I hearing? Has a well. Mark that with the water symbols. Advantages. Fill my water bottle. We're getting depressed from the lack of cigarette. From here, you just go this way to the power lines. Sometimes there's a zombie pack in these woods. Sometimes. I've had it happen twice. All of the playthroughs that I've done in 600 hours. Pretty rare, but it can happen. Get to the power lines. You just keep following this diagonal direction. It's considered literally south. It's cardinal south. And you'll get to the farm. There won't be any zombies until you get to the road. I already have my backpack. Don't think I'll find a backpack group. If I do, I'm just gonna machete him to death. Still have my limp. Haven't found any suture needles or needles yet. If you find a barbecue here, you can live here for a short while. It's not a bad place to pick it for a while. We have greater. Aw, good. Sure. You do. Walked away. Propane, nice. Shovels are okay. I have a trowel, so I don't need. Mark this as generator. Check the house for food. Machete's gonna do all the things. Machetes are so good. Who we got? One. Come on out, bub. Machete. That it? Beans. Hammer, you can break these beds down and get carpentry. Oh, that bitch. Pants. Beans. Nah. Then corn, chili, tomato, can opener, which is cool. Baking soda. That useful. Bandage situation dealt with. And of something. Corn. which like 300 calories. Pretty good. Tomatoes not great. Chili's okay. You want to cook those if you can. Let's see if I have access to a cooking mechanism. Be in the shed probably if I do. Plus, as usual, these sheds are usually pretty bad. Usually don't have anything. Sometimes they'll have seeds, sometimes they'll have shovels and saws and trowels and stuff, but mostly it's like bags of gravel and plaster and fertilizer. Nothing super good. Seeds in a jar, empty shelves. Rope. Propane, another propane torch. Those. Strawberry seeds. Jars are useless without lids. Fine. All right. There are a few directions you can go from here. I'm going to go my next favorite house in search of a cigarette. Problem with taking smoker. I don't like taking smoker personally. I just did it for balance. I didn't want to do the 0 to hero because with 0 to hero you take very underweight and weak, feeble, whichever one is -5, and it makes you, it gives you so many points to put into so many other cool things. And underweight is pretty easy to get out of once you find a place where you can cook. Also, my favorite start with Burger Flipper has me starting with 2 cooking, so I'm automatically making good food, like from the get-go. Everything I cook is slightly better than having no cooking. This guy has no cooking. I'm learning cooking. No, I haven't even learned cooking because I haven't cooked anything. Oh, man. Not being able to fix this groin injury really quickly is super annoying. I like to use a mod think it's essential crafting. Your common sense or essential crafting, and it lets you craft wooden needles so you can find twigs and some kind of sharp object, kitchen knife, stone knife, make a stone knife, or any kind of knife. Even I think even a chipped stone. Maybe not. You make a stone, or you make a wooden needle, and you find some thread off of ripping clothes from zombies, and you thread yourself up on day 1 or day 2, and being able to thread yourself up, suture yourself before you run across the highway is so good. Especially with the 0 to Hero challenge, because being very underweight and having 0 fitness detrimental to your endurance. It is just, you just can't do anything. Mailboxes. This guy got pretty lucky. Of course, on a run that I'm probably never going to come back to. I get super lucky and get my backpack before I even get to the radio tower. I rarely ever see the backpack crew on the main highway. Of course, if I see it, I usually just, if there's a big crowd of zombies on the main highway when I'm making that run to the radio tower and the cabin in the woods, I'm not trying to fight any of those zombies. I have the limp, and I'm 0 to Hero. You don't have the endurance. This character has a fitness of 8, so they have the endurance. Fitness instructor is so funny in that way that you can run. You can definitely run. Even in this gimped state where you have a open wound in your crotch, you can still make it. Because you're so fit, so durable. These cigarettes? Got a cigarette? Yeah. A cigarette? Nope. What's on the shelf? Fertilizer. Typical. Saw, that's cool. Have one. It's 22 degrees. Insanely cold. At least to me, a Florida man. 22 degrees as I'm freezing my balls off. Body is not conditioned for that kind of weather. Usually gets about that cold between Halloween and Thanksgiving here. Sometimes in January it gets cold enough to snow a little bit. But they saw the weather people, meteorologists, are saying it might get that way this year. House is always fun. Always full of delightful friends. You got cigarettes? A football helmet. Pretty good. Riverside. Somewhere I always try to get to. Never usually make it. Later. Good to know. Can't use them yet. Good to know they exist. Got your attention. Ooh, crowbar. Good addition, crowbar. Look at you sneaking behind the corner. And you don't have any cigarettes. Rude. Soy sauce. I like that. Seasoning. Fruit. Fruit's good. We'll eat that. Vanilla, with no mods, you can't open can without a can opener. I have a mod that lets me open cans, various objects, but without that you can't. Cans. Nothing, nothing, nothing. That's boring. Bottle is getting empty. Clean our bandages. And we're off. Okay. Usually food in here. Trailers are pretty good. Trailers also tend to have cigarettes. Fork, no cigarettes. Bandages. Drowsy already. It's not good. Tuna can. I really like those. Eps. Stop us from wait. Rotten jalapeno. A needle. Get the shed up here. Generator. Bar stool. Nails and a saw. Pipe wrench. Good, good, good. There's a well up there too. I don't need it. I think I'd like to find a need to fix that part because that's like you've completed the intro to CDDA. When you stitched your wound, got into a safe house, found a mountain of food and water to like survive for a little bit. You haven't conquered CDDA, just getting out of winter. It's conquering CDDA. House down here. I do this route so often that I know pretty much everywhere beginning. And there's like 6 or 7 different ways you can go just from the start. But since I play on 0 to hero most of the time, the best way is the way that I just took. If you really want a challenge, you have 0 to hero, 0 fitness and 0 strength. You're very underweight. Probably do obese as well. But that would be easier in the wintertime than very underweight. Very underweight means you need to find food. Obese just means you just don't eat. Right here. Book. Needle. Get it. Stitch wound. Only I could find some cigarettes. Dog food. Flour yeast. I have flour yeast and baking soda. That's actually. Bowls are awesome. Tea, really bad. I'll be right back. My cat is behind me. I don't think he's visible unless I do this. There he is. Been sleeping there the entire time. Just being the most peaceful boy. Roasting cereal. What you want to find in Zero to Hero challenge is cereal. Aluminum isn't useful. Okay. Crackers. Crackers are for stew. Dog food's good. Don't think. Yeah, I didn't have any books here. Paper, band. Now we're walking normally, and that is huge. This character is just not having any luck with cigarettes. Well, we're still in normal amounts of pain for now. I'm gonna X that house off and have a large bed. Or any more food. Dog food's garbage. It's calories, but it's sadness. Massive amounts of sadness. Can't cook anything with it. It's just kind of emergency food. 252 out of 120,000. Man, getting to fitness 9 and 10 is insane. Fix my wound. Have food. Good amount of it. This character is pretty much on its way to a good rate of survival. I don't see this character having any real problems. In this challenge, I know where to go, find more food, to find more, find a place to cook. There's many places to cook. There's 3 wells open, available. There's multiple houses to loot and scoot. Some movement there in the shadows. Can be random farmers wandering, meandering. They do migrate. CDDA has respawns, 4 times pop. Things come back very quickly. I have a run going that I have a backup for just to see if I can do it. So many calories. Still losing weight. The rest of it, get your calories. Or not. Losing weight. Sleep. Not taking sleeping pills or until I get to minor pain. Being infected is going to make that difficult. Where I put them. Goes. Or pain. I don't need sleeping pills anymore. This character has recovered. We're going to show the actual hard game. You can start with any character. If you start with 5 strength and 5 stamina, or 5 fitness, 5 strength, you are still playing it with like an apocalypse character. You're just naked and drunk and wounded.